All right, let's keep looking at this 2022 free agency class.
That's right.
Some relative fantasy names out there, including one running back, Melvin Gordon.
Why not Melvin?
Reports have come out that Melvin does not want to take a back seat to Javonte Williams next year. That's a problem, okay? Which means he's probably going to test free agency. He will not be back in Denver if that's truly how he feels. Had a decent year last year, 918 rushing yards on 4.5 per attempt. Not exactly jaw-dropping numbers, 8 touchdowns, but still, he was an efficient running back, and he proved that he can help in offense. So, finished the RB 21 in fantasy. Badake, we're going to each give one landing spot where we think he could fit really, really well. What is your landing spot then?
Look, I personally believe, before I give you my landing spot, and I always said this in the beginning of the season, the last season, why not Melvin? We know Javonte Williams. I love Javonte Williams from a fantasy perspective and everything, and he is a younger running back, but why not give the opportunity to Melvin, you know? I don't know. I have a little bit of love for Melvin, but my ideal landing spot for Melvin Gordon will be the Buffalo Bills. Okay, obviously he's going to be testing free agency. He can sign a 1-year deal. He's probably wants to go on a team that can try to win a Super Bowl, in my opinion, and that's the Bills. Maybe a 1-year contract, 7 to 10 million, whatever the deal, whatever that looks like for him. But reasons why is because the Bills need to make a run. Okay, they're going to make a run again, and they need one thing that they needed was a run game. We understand Josh Allen is the run game there, but once again, protect your assets. Josh Allen is a long-term investment, and him doing what he's been doing the past couple years, he's going to get hurt. We saw that already with Lamar Jackson, and they missed the playoffs this past year because Lamar got hurt in those last 5 games of the season. That was crucial. So if you can give Melvin Gordon an opportunity to come into the Buffalo Bills, be a pass catching back, a 1-2 third down back that can punch it in, why not give him the opportunity? Devin Singletary is not the answer. We saw a little glimpse of maybe he can be something. Zach Moss is.
I was going to say, I thought you liked Devin.
Oh, I
thought you were a Devin fan.
Don't get me wrong. I like Devin Singletary. Maybe in the fantasy aspect, a long-term investment for Devin Singletary, but I think Melvin can project them in the running game and give him that little bit more veteran running back. Maybe help Devin Singletary or Zach Moss. But yeah, give Devin Singletary, maybe a third down back, or Zach Moss a third down back, or I don't really care who you give it to. Right. But give the opportunity to Melvin Gordon. He needs to come in, help you out. We know what's going to happen. Once again, a good pass catching back that can help you block, pass out of the backfield, and run big chunk plays. So why not the Buffalo Bills? Obviously, Brian Dable is out now, so this offense could look a little different. But I like the Bills for Melvin.
Yeah, the Bills are interesting. The only reason I'm a little bit hesitant is because I do think that Singletary is who they want to ride with. But I can see why this would make sense. Yeah. You know that I don't believe in Singletary. I mean, despite what we saw last year, I've never been on the Singletary train. But
why not give him...
I think they might want to ride with him.
Yeah, why not give him a Melvin, a friendly veteran contract, see what it can do.
Let's just see what happens.
See what can happen. I don't think it's going to hurt bringing Melvin for a 1-year deal.
All right, my ideal team is the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, boy.
Personally, I don't think he's going to get a big 1-year deal. I think he's 29 years old, I think he'll be for this season. Yeah. It's pretty... I mean, look at Leonard Fournette. Last year, he was 26. And I think Fournette's a better running back at this point in their careers.
Right.
I
think it's a little bit more friendly deal. He wanted to stay with Tom.
I do think...
And everything.
I get that, but I think that's what Melvin's going to have to do if he wants to go to a competitive team.
Okay.
I personally don't believe that the Chiefs are like one of these high-powered offenses who are already a little bit tough on the cap are going to give him big money. So to me, I think he's going to have to sign a team-friendly deal.
Right.
Lenny Fournette last year signed a 1-year, $4 million deal. I'd say anywhere from 1 year, it definitely will be 1 year, but anywhere from 4 to maybe 6 at most is what I see him signing.
Okay.
Because I do think he wants to play for a contender, right? He does want to go and try and compete for a Super Bowl. All right, let's talk about this. Why does this make sense? Number one, Melvin proved in 2021 that he's still a serviceable running back, okay? He was 26th in yards per touch in the NFL, 12th in goal line carries. So that can solve an issue for the Chiefs, right? Can we trust Clyde on the goal line? Can we trust Jet? Can we trust Daryl? He was 7th in evaded tackles. And is he a top 15 running back in the NFL? Absolutely not. But he can still be a good running back in a running back room. Like he showed that last year. He didn't have to handle the entire workload, but he still showed that he's a serviceable running back. And to be honest, as someone who follows the Chiefs, who supports them, and I think you don't even have to support them to see this last in the playoffs. They didn't trust Clyde to be the workhorse, and I don't think they will. I think that made it very clear that they don't view Clyde as a workhorse running back, the future of their team. I mean, you're not in the playoffs and not giving Clyde all the touches if you don't believe in him. You know what I mean? Like Jet McKinnon was the RB1, and this is someone that barely played throughout the year. So how about this? Let's move Clyde to the role that he could actually succeed in the NFL. Move him to being a third down running back. Okay, He's a great pass catcher. He's the third down running back. Darrell Henderson is already leaving probably in free agency because he's a free agent as well.
Right.
So now you have Melvin as a 1-2 downhill guy who can also catch balls out of the backfield, who adds a different weapon for Patty Mahomes. And then you have Clyde playing the role that he probably should be playing in the NFL. That he showed that he could be really, really elite in college, in his college days. He moves to a third down running back. So for me, I think that this makes a lot of sense for him.
He's going all over the AFC West here, Chargers, and now Denver, now the Chiefs, according to you.
Why not? Why not stay? Well, look, he's done it before. He was a free agent. He decided to stay in the AFC West. Yeah. He's a free agent again. Why not stay in the AFC West? Okay. And the Chiefs have a good history of good running backs. Players want to be a running back for the Kansas City Chiefs. You think about Jamal Charles. You think about Priest Holmes. You think about the legacy, Larry Johnson, of these good Chiefs running backs that have helped the team in the playoffs. I think he wants to have one last go with a really good team, whether that is the Bills, that is the Chiefs. I had another destination I thought maybe this one could make sense. So let's say you're in Arizona and James Conner decides to ask for too much. He's like, actually, I just showed that I'm a Pro Bowl running back. Okay. Let me get this kind of money. The Cardinals could say, well, we don't really want to pay you that kind of money. We know you had a good year. Instead, let's give a little vet minimum to Melvin Gordon. So maybe he signs again like a $4 to $6 million deal. The issues with Kyler Murray are figured out, and he becomes their workhorse running back there in Arizona for one more year.
Yeah, that's definitely interesting. I was looking at teams and I was looking at other competitors that maybe Melvin would want to go to. All the competitors besides, I feel like the Bills and the Chiefs have a solid running back room. Right. So if I had to go somewhere else, I'm looking at the Falcons. Maybe play that
the Todd Gurley.
Yeah, that Todd Gurley, a better version of Todd Gurley or whatever the case may be. And this offensive line is terrible. Hopefully they invest in that offensive line and then Melvin Gordon can go there. Or why not the Dolphins? Miles Gaskin, is not the guy. Yeah. Miami, let's not forget, they almost made the playoffs. At some point they were like in contentions to be in the wild card. So yeah, it could be interesting.
Yeah, that's an interesting spot. I hope that Miami drafts one of the running backs that we love.
I really
hope, but we'll see.
So.
All right, guys, let us know. Where do you think Melvin's headed to? Tell us in the comments below.
Yo, what's good? Thanks for watching. We got a lot more videos.
A lot more.
If you want more videos.
Watch it.
You can also subscribe.
Right now.
If you want to.
You need to.
And lastly, don't forget that you can sign up to support the show and get exclusive content by going to patreon.com/fantasylandfam.